because they'll have those arguments and rebuttals, is that you now have an analysis paralysis, right? You just sat, you done toiled over the thing so much that you never make anything happen. I've been victim of that myself, bruh. You know what I mean? And the part that we don't understand is that just give them something. They will take anything over nothing. You get what I'm saying? And me and my band, we had a... I'm preaching to the choir, but I'm in the motherfucking choir myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through it all the time, even with our group. You know what I mean? Because we have, you know, expectations and misconceptions that one CD is going to make you $1 million. Like, that's just not going to break you. All it's going to hopefully do is get you a couple extra people in the club. Right. You see what I'm saying? And then that's going to hopefully get you booked and put you in the better positions to get exposed in front of more people. Bands don't have plans. Right? Everyone wants to do certain things, but they don't really understand, all right, how do we get to where we're trying to go? I've learned through trial and error. This is my third rodeo. They want to get their fruit, but they don't want pills.
And that's
what was y'all talking about when we walked in here?
We were talking about the perception thing.
No, y'all was talking about being married for 15 years. And then we were talking, no, hold on. Yeah. We were talking about being married for 15 years and 20 years, and we're talking about what people think as far as what it takes to get there, and do you really want to sign up for it? It's no different than this right here. Yeah. You married to your band. You can ask Funk, all of them, dog. They've been married for all this time. Yeah, that's their life. So it's gonna be shit you go through. You gonna have to make a decision, or hopefully you've already made a decision that you're gonna fight for.
But you know what? Some people don't play fair. And that's why I said
everybody in your family don't like that. Yeah, sometimes you gotta cut them off. And keep going.
And that's why
that type of shit hurt.
And that's why
life goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no buts. There's nothing. Life goes on.
Right.
Yep. And that's why I said, because Coop brought it up a few times on his show about union. He tried to assemble a go-go union. And I was like, what happened with that? Because I said it before, and I didn't even realize that they were actually talking about unionizing.
This was like 3 years ago.
Yeah. And so when I was like, well, what happened to it? He said, man, we all had the team players. It's like it's not going.
All the bands didn't want to buy into the thing of them having a fee every month. Mm-hmm. Just to keep everything on the other.
But don't scrap the whole idea, though. Like, the ones that do, Start with them and first. Trust me, they will come. Right. You know, whatever. You have 3 or 4 bands, they start that, and then as they see what's happening.
And the number that he threw out there, it wasn't a big number.
See,
so what's the purpose of a union again? Somebody fill me in on this.
Well, somebody that studies law, studies the culture.
It will be an outside entity that knows about
like a third party to keep everything.
What y'all do.
One person?
No, a body.
A body.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so you're having your best interests at heart, protecting your best interests at heart, speaking up for you, fight for you.
In which case?
Even down to your sales or your CDs, even down to you work. Right. I mean, things that you don't want to be.
Anybody to fuck up?
Yeah,
because I'm understand what I'm saying? That's a different thing. I said, are they beating anybody to fuck up?
Well, what the fuck?
Because I'm telling you, right? That's what this shit comes down to. How many people you know that's actually gone to court over a civil suit involving GoGo?
I guess one of the things. I
only know of one.
Which was?
The Shorty Corleone thing.
And then I heard that Ray Essence tried to sue Jay-Z once, right?
And Jay-Z, yeah.
But we talking about local, right? Like, what promoter has a contract that was broken that he actually executed a lawsuit on?
Well, the thing is, a lot of promoters, I'm not gonna say all, but some of them are not even registered.
You're furthering the point.
So who's gonna beat him? Who's gonna beat him?
You're not registered.
You understand
That's like if I'm a promoter, but I don't have no LLC, I don't have nothing. I'm just doing the shit right.
You own the idea. That's it.
So again, before we could unionize, we'd have to legitimize first.
Right.
So
that means everybody.
So you understand
in
what
order
I'm
to
saying?
join the
So
union.
The first step would be
Yeah.
to get a group together and figure out a cause. Right. You
Why
gotta
you
figure
doing it?
out
Why
why
you
you're
doing
doing
it?
That's
it.
why. That's
Why
why.
What's the
doing it?
purpose? What's the cause? Like when I said something about when I took your idea and said something about a radio broadcasting union, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first cause was something very simple: for us to be able to walk in the fucking club. No, I ain't saying excuse me. You at the door. Excuse me. Right? Oh, that's Nudie J. Or that's Amy. Or that's Scooter. They are of the culture, for the culture.
Press pass.
Press pass.
But I even said that. I said if the
I got that from
if
her.
it's if
Press
it's
pass, like-
unionized and you have a system like that, anyone that's in a go-go band, anyone that's media or whatever, just like you go to motor vehicle and get a license, you can go to that entity and get an ID or a badge or something, and you go in, you
Like
flash
the
your shit, and you
Icons
keep
Guild
to
or
go,
something like
keep
that.
rolling.
Who's going to
what-
enforce it when it's broken? So what happens when you come up to a club?
That's the thing. That's the thing that you get these people.
I think it would be a fine.
that's how you
I think it would be a fine to the promoter, because at the end of the day, the promoter is in charge of that party or the club that's having
who's
the party.
going to take the money out of the promoter's ass?
They
See,
got-
again, like you got to think.
all of that
like,
got to be hashed out
the
with that
promoter-
body.
So again, a union, right? We talking about rights. You don't have rights until you're legitimate.
So I don't
You
even know if
understand what I'm
union
saying?
is the proper.
It might not be. 'cause
No, the union probably not the right word.
This is the definition of union.
I don't think
it's a
it's the right
labor
word.
organization usually consisting of workers of the same
So,
trade.
that's why
that
when y'all
form
say
for the
union,
purpose
I'm
of
thinking
advancing
like-
the members' interests collectively through bargaining.
It's about the same
in respect
principle.
to wages, benefits, and working conditions.
No, it's
One thing
different.
people don't
It's
realize
different,
with a
but the
union,
same.
you gotta. When I say you, so the problem comes in where you gotta start giving money every month to something. What is this money for? What is it going to? The first process for me would be establishing, not even a union, establishing a group of people to collectively
Yeah, because those
get
people
together.
are researching
A group
and
of people
reading
to collectively
and
go together
analyzing.
and exchange information.
So why would you
Historical
need? So why would you need money? Let's start with.
No, that's what I said.
No,
Because no one wants to work for free.
Not
But no,
only-
but
Why do we need you? Why do I need anybody
It's not
working?
the work
Because you-
That's what I
because
said.
you're-
I don't
because you're
know
in a
if the
band
money-
and you
that's
don't
what I
have
said.
time
That's what I
to
said.
do what?
I don't
to
think
keep up
union
with
was the
your
right word, because
affairs
with a
and to make
union,
sure you're being
paying.
treated equally.
I'm just saying,
Nah.
first
That's
start
not-
off.
Now, if you
That's
do,
not-
that's
Let's
cool.
do
But
group
some
of
people be
people
like, man, I'm so
who
busy.
are
I
getting
can't do
together.
it.
They can hear
A
all that.
collective group of people who are getting together to formulate and figure out, okay, what is our purpose? We know this is what we need to do. This is what we're trying
I
to do.
think it would be something like the NCAA. You know how the NCAA governs all of the colleges,
Yes.
and the NCAA
But they
ultimately.
all have. You gotta understand. You're talking about scholastics. You know, you gotta graduate high school. Everybody got to graduate high school. Everybody got to take SAT. Everybody got to do
Oh,
this.
There's a
Hold
vetting
on,
process
hold on,
in order
go
to
ahead.
be underneath of that.
Exactly, because I'm
governing
going to
body.
say, I'm a
Go ahead.
union electrician,
Go ahead.
former union electrician. We all have different pay raises based on our skill level.
I'm sorry, this is just what we
based
do with
on-
ideas.
Yeah, based on
No,
our
no.
skill
This is
level.
the
based
poking
on
of
how
a-
much
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
paid.
and this needs
We
to
have different
happen.
classifications,
You know what I'm saying?
which
Right.
say you get paid this amount of money. It also guarantees, as long as you're paying your monthly dues, like y'all said, that you get a fair chance at getting work when it's available.
Right.
So when y'all say union, I'm just
I
like,
don't think-
it
I
ain't
don't
nowhere in
think-
hell you
I
about
don't
to
like-
tell me
I
a
don't
nigga
think-
can play,
I don't
a nigga can pay
think
$50 a
people
month.
say-
And he
I don't think
RE,
union is the
Union
right
shouldn't
if a
be the
nigga
right
can't be
word.
there.
word.
That's why I'm just
But
like,
just
God,
to
should
show
be
the
the right
right
word.
word. A collective. How
Well,
about
see,
that?
what,
I pay
okay, so,
$50.
so,
They, are you
so
gonna
the
call me? Why
idea,
you gonna call me?
the idea
You know what I'm
has
saying?
to,
Right.
Yeah,
the
right.
idea has to
Right.
start by compartmentalizing a very vast industry, right? So, because you have to think, the interests of the different departments are different, right? You have, everyone says they want to make money, but then there are clearly people that are in GoGo that don't make no fucking money.
No,
You
no.
see what I'm saying? There are people that are in it for the culture. There are people in it for the release. There are people in it that are for
For
the
the pussy.
for the clout. Thank you.
Right.
You have people
For the
that's
clout.
in bands and
So
that have
Just to say
regular
there, they just-
regular
it's
9 to
just-
5
exactly.
jobs.
I honestly believe you got to be the first reason that you've got to even be in this culture is because you've got to love it. It can't initially be for the money because the
Right.
money ain't gonna come like that.
Right.
Well, it all depends because I will tell you this, right? There are people there are people that are in this because you got to think, bro. Like our industry doesn't just stop and start with bands and promoters.
No.
Our industry can include sound engineers.
Right.
Our industry includes security guards. Our industry includes bartenders. Our industry includes
It's
hosts.
the same as any other genre.
Exactly.
Merchandise.
You got
It's
to
like
like
with the mob
Industry.
with the trash
Merchandise.
companies, with the,
So the
you know what I mean?
so the
It's
thing
the
that
same
the thing that you
situation.
got to do is you have to create actual groups that are like interests. So you have to have a sound company, a group of all the sound companies, because
Right,
again,
right,
they all
right,
have
right,
mutual interests, and in that they can set pricing, they can set scheduling, they can make agreements on what they will and will not accept from promoters, this, that, and the third. That's how you move the first meeting.
You got to
And then and then you somehow get together all of the security staff, right? Because not only do they need to be unionized, but they need to be trained.
Right.
You see what I mean? They need to be educated on customer service more than anything else, because that's the thing that kills parties first.
That's the thing with security, dog. Like, you are not here to beat my ass.
You see what I'm saying?
You are not here to start the fight.
That's something that's-
You are not here to continue the fight.
And then again, you just segment it all the way out. A group that is just strictly for promoters, because a phantom group already fucking exists. You see what I'm saying? But now you actually make it known. Okay, listen, because y'all, first of all, the issue with these phantom groups is that it's a lot of disinformation and misinformation. You know what I'm saying? This band is charging this when they really don't. Oh, this band is bringing this many people when they really don't.
They
You
don't.
see what I'm saying? But you're not getting enough people that actually are trusted by what they say to say, okay, now listen, when I dealt with such and such, my experience was this. When I dealt with such and such, my experience was this. So then you start getting fair information so you can start making fair deals. Like some promoters need to understand, hey, well listen, this club actually offers these fringe benefits if you go in with this type of approach. And it just creates more profit for everyone, because that's what we actually need to keep the industry going. We need to make money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But we're cutting our profits by being unorganized. Like there's no reason that the security guard or the person taking money at the door should make more than the person singing the song.